Guys, sorry about that. If you guys are just tuning in, I was doing part 1. It was a good hour and something minutes reading, so please don't miss that. Look at all these cards. You do not want to miss the reading. That was the bulk of your reading in part 1. So do not miss part 1. If you're finding me later, you're finding me now, okay? And this is the first time you've seen me live or you just came across this video, please go ahead and watch this after you watch part 1. You do not want to miss the major message that we've gotten for soulmates here. A very deep look with the tarot onto the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Do not miss that, okay? I don't want you guys to miss the major reading. All right, we're getting now into the ending of the reading. We still have about 30% to go of the reading, okay? But we left off, where did we leave off, guys? Karma. We left off to the divine feminine's going to get a new beginning here with the ring and the man, okay? So divine feminine, you are going to get a commitment. And it looks like with somebody's 6 of Cups from the past, a reuniting soulmate, a return of an old flame. Okay, so it looks like you are going to get that after you work on yourself for a while. We're talking 2 months. Okay, work on yourself for a while here. You're going to be getting this new love offer. Okay, and if it's not a love offer, if you want more than anything to work on business, you're going to be getting in partnership with a male that is going to be committed to helping your business grow. And you're going to be very successful. So that is for you. And if you guys don't want to reconcile with this divine masculine, that's understandable. You could just be reconciling with somebody from your youth or somebody from a past life, okay? But you could be getting into some kind of a connection with someone that you've known before in some way, and it's a new relationship to you. The signs that were consistent with that were Aries, Leo, and Cancer, okay, for that lover coming in. And it doesn't have to be their sun sign. It could be a rising or a moon or any other placement, okay? But that's going to be a significator. And what's happened so far with the masculine is pride comes before the fall. We were clarifying your difficulty with the 10 of Wands and the Tower. And really, in essence, it wants you to retrace your steps. So it wants you to come into a partnership, come to a solution with this person, your divine feminine, retrace what happened, retrace your lies, your deceit, and, you know, the reason why you did what you did. You need to go back and deal with that. You need to partner up with that 4 of Wands. You need to partner up with the right person, because it looks like this current connection that you have right now is not going to last, because you ended up getting the Tower card. And it was all because of karma, because you stabbed your divine feminine in the back. So karma does have a way of creeping back up on you. It may not have come right away. You may feeling like you are sitting on Pride Rock right now and shit couldn't be sweeter for you, but that's what comes before the fall. So just get prepared for that, because it looks like whatever commitment you're in, whether it's business or love, it's gonna founder, it's gonna fall. All right, so let me get my grounding here. What do I need to do next? Okay, I was going to see an oracle. All right, so these are the Oracle of Visions by Circo Manchetti. Let's get an oracle for the Divine Feminine first. Divine Feminine, what's happening for you? Divine Femme, what is your oracle message? Yeah, welcome back, everyone. Boom. All right, you got the number 13, my friends. This might be your lucky number. I know 13 is one of my lucky numbers. She's got a sewing machine. She's building. She's creating. She's bringing things together. She's got magical rainbow thread. She looks badass. I don't know, but she's got her shit together, guys. And she's building and creating. She's making something magnificent. So I know you're in the building phase. For you feminines, you're rebuilding yourself. A lot of the divine feminines are rebuilding themselves. That is your current energy. And it's going to be a while. It's going to be a couple months of building. But you're bringing something together and it takes time. But this is good for you. I feel like there's the death, because 13 in the major arcana is the death card. I feel like this is death to your old self and birth to your new. Okay. So this is about productivity, control, and organization. Oh, yes, feminine. You are doing all of the above. You know, to be honest, I resonate with the feminine, and my goal was to like reorganize my kitchen and my pantry. Also to get back on schedule and to be healthier. Like that has been a New Year's resolution. I need to get started on it, especially with work. And I just feel like that I definitely resonate with. And I bet a lot of the feminines out there resonate with that. So anyways, take your needle, my child, and work at your pattern. It will come out a rose by and by. Life is like that, one stitch at a time, taken patiently, and before you know it, the pattern will come out all right, like the embroidery. Maybe you guys are going to work on sewing or embroidery also, you know, could be. Anyways, this card considers the gathering of separate elements, people, or ideas from everyday nuances of family dynamics and the management of a corporate team. This Victorian seamstress manipulates various components as threads of color. With skillful hands, she arranges them, taking into consideration the distinct and individual qualities that each may possess. She coaxes the best from each and orchestrates their ultimate working together as a whole, giving each strand order, position, and purpose. She blends them into a rainbow of unity. Its beauty is a metaphor of accomplishment, surpassing that of its original separate parts. She blends them. Okay. Be wary of over-controlling, micromanaging, or getting lost in the details. Allow each component and each person or situation to contribute fully into your life and not be undermined by one person's overall position. So let things flow. Okay. I also think this is about, how do you say, like delegation. So I think you're going to have a lot of helpers and you're going to have to delegate. Can you do this? Can you do that? I need you to take on this task. I need you to do this for me. Maybe hiring people also. Hiring people to work on you physically, like your body. Hiring, you know, like someone to do your hair, to redo, maybe like a personal trainer or a doctor, you know, like, hey, I'm hiring you, and you not taking over, you know, you letting them contribute whatever energy they bring to the table to help you. You know, don't dictate that. Maybe hiring a maid or an organization specialist and not dictating that either, just letting them contribute. Maybe it's children, you know. Sometimes you guys have older children and you're saying, hey kids, I need help. I have some work I need you to do, you know, and you not micromanaging it. Because you've got a lot to do and very little time. 8 weeks goes by really fast. And so as you're working on yourself, reorganizing your life, or, you know, just focusing on yourself, you need other people, you need some kind of help, you know, that's for sure. And even if it's not people that you need to orchestrate, maybe it's many, many things that you're trying to schedule. Different appointments, you know, different services, all kinds of stuff. It's like you're definitely managing yourself better. And so definitely I see that it's like, let it flow, let it flow. Everything's going to come together as it should. More importantly, you are weaving something beautiful together, and it's going to become beautiful. You're going to be a brand new you. Your life's going to be organized. Things are going to be together. You may not know how it's all going to end up right now because it's too much. It's kind of a mess. But before you know it, everything's going to start coming together. And so, yeah, that is your oracle message. It's going to come together. You're not going to see a lot of results today. You're not going to see a lot of those results tomorrow. You know, it's like losing weight. You might not notice the first 5 pounds because it comes off a pound a week, which is very unnoticeable. And you don't even think you're losing weight. You're just like, wow, this isn't even happening. I'm working so hard. I'm changing my diet. I'm working out, everything. And there's like nothing coming off. But before you know it, the next following month, boom, 20 pounds is gone. It just hits you. Once you get that metabolism going and you're working out and you're doing stuff, it just takes that first period to really step in, you know what I mean? And so whatever it is you're handling, whether it's a business regrouping or just a life altering, like let's change my life completely, you're going to find out, okay? You're going to see the results. Let's get a divine direction card. All right, so your divine direction says, dun, 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 wait. Take time to think on the matter at hand. Do not be tempted to rush. So this is going to take some time. So do not rush it. Don't expect quick results, okay? I know it's a lot of changes coming fast, but it doesn't mean the results are going to be fast. All right? And also, the more you work on you, the more you're weaving together this connection with the man in the ring. And you can't expect that to be fast either. I almost feel like by the time you reunite with this masculine, whomever this is, okay, it's going to take 6 months before you guys even get to the commitment. So it's like even meeting this person and coming together in this beautiful connection, it's not going to be right away. You're still going to have to wait for that ring. You're going to have to wait for that commitment. Or maybe you're going to make them wait. One or the other. Let's get the masculine's oracle here. Give me an oracle, please, for the divine masculine. You got the number 1. And she's got some doves coming out of a magic box. It feels like Pandora's box has been opened. The truth comes out. Forgiveness and love is now coming into your life. The worst is over. She's dropped her tarot cards. One of them is the Star, the Fool, and what feels like home or something. She's naked though, and she is standing outside a gate, which is what I think she's leaving something behind her. She's stepping out of the gate, out of her comfort zone. And she went from being dressed to undressed, but she's covering up. So I feel like as you step away from this commitment, this 10 of Pentacles, the Tower strikes you, and you're out of your comfort zone, and you've lost what feels like everything, which is why you feel vulnerable and naked. Now it's time to rebuild. It's almost like the cat's going to come out of the bag. The truth will be revealed. All those lies, deception with that 7 of Swords, you trying to get away with sneakiness or murder, you trying to get away with your karma, you're not going to. You're going to have to face it. And it's like once you do and you release that stress and the pressure with that 10 of Wands, you're free. You're beautifully free. And now fate can be reborn. And these doves come out of the box of light, just like out of this darkness, out of this loss comes this beautiful rebirth, rejuvenation. The doves represent peace, the olive branch. The doves also represent Venus, which is love and commitment, okay, purity. And I also believe it represents forgiveness. So forgiveness for you and what you've done, and forgiveness of yourself. That's what's going to happen. So that's your oracle. Let's see what it says. Okay, masculine, this is your oracle. It says a new beginning and a release from your past. Oh, masculine, this is great. You may have a fresh start at any moment you choose. For this thing we call failure. It is not the falling down, but the staying down. Aw, so remember we talked about the pride that comes before the fall. You are going to have to release this current union, marriage, engagement, or relationship with family members or relatives. You're going to have to release whatever you've been working and building for the last few years, because it's gone. And you're going to have to forgive yourself for the reason it's gone. You're going to have to forgive yourself for dragging in your karma, and Seven of Swords, taking the baggage with you, Ten of Wands, into this connection which caused the fall. You built your house out of sticks. And that is that Ten of Wands, just in case you're wondering, what are you talking about? Ten of Wands, Seven of Swords. What you built was built faulty, and it was bound to fall, and I think you know that. You do have to forgive yourself. The good news is also that your divine feminine, who was stabbed in the back by you, forgives you. Forgives you for stepping out on the soul contract, not keeping your promises, and doing dirty, okay? Doing real dirty. And so this was what's supposed to happen, but with divine love, there's always love. Now, there's a chance that you are going to lose your divine feminine forever. I'm not going to make promises that your divine feminine's going to want you back. I'm not going to make promises about that, because I don't know what feminine you're dealing with. Some feminines, at least half of them, want a reuniting. More than half of them want to bring this back. But there are some that just want a new beginning, period, with the Fool card, with somebody else, because they're just done. So I don't know what side you're on that, but I'm not going to make promises for you that you're going to be forgiven. If they choose not to forgive you, they're going to have some other karmic shit to deal with, and probably some more, down the road of some issues. And that's between them and God, them and their karma. But, ultimately the universe tries to do things right. The universe tries to align. And it's always about harmony and balance. So anyways, divine masculine, it's time to move on from failures, or simply to expand and explore some new horizon. We make choices to leave the past behind. Whether it is from some very treasured objects of material or symbolic value, relationships of love, even careers and partnerships, even relatives and familiar surroundings, personal habits, personal ideals. At some point, you have to discard them, like a tree shedding leaves, in order to liberate ourselves and allow future growth. On the floor are 3 discarded cards, each a Fool, from many of 3 tarot decks. Oh my God, it's so weird that they had, as you guys can see, each of those cards represent the Fool from Circo Manchetti's decks. And we're dealing with the Fool today. So look at that. That's just so weird, right? That would come up in this reading, because it's certainly connected. So anyways, okay, from the box, their spirits are released as doves for a new beginning. So from the box are the 3 Fools released as a new beginning. Ensure that the time is right to move on. Has your present circumstance been truly fulfilled, or is it being abandoned prior to its completion? See additional interpretations of this particular card on pages 117 and 121. Okay. Let's see what else is said. 117 and 121. All right, we're going to read the different interpretations. A woman holds the robe of memories close to her heart. Her eyes are closed, and she thinks back to the past times when she was prepared to take a chance, just like the Fool in the tarot cards at her feet. But before she opens her eyes to behold what comes next, 3 doves of pure joy of faith are released. Above the box containing her unlimited, still yet untested possibilities. The moon looks on from behind her and breathes and meditates a second more and then moves on into the moment. In a defining moment, a decision is made. Perhaps it's your choice or the result of a choice of your past or by another. But you find yourself discarded outside the gate, which is now locked behind you. There is no turning back. You are temporarily immobilized by the significance of this closure. You must now garner the courage to move forward. You know that taking the next step is necessary, albeit difficult and stressful. We are all ever poised on the brink of now, ever prepared to look foolish in the pursuit of mystical perfection. And yes, you've been a fool. You've been a fool to think that you can move on 7 of Swords, 10 of Wands, with no looking back, making decisions and choices, 8 of Pentacles, to fulfill a 10 of Pentacles, which is a rise. And you've worked so hard to build this karmic connection, only to find out that your pride, 6 of Wands, comes before the fall, Tower card. And now the decisions you've made in your past have brought you back to this present moment. The maze, the labyrinth, where there's no shortcuts. You have to go back and retrace your steps, but the door's closed behind you. You've already cut this person off, this divine feminine. You've already caused separation, distance, trouble. So now you have to close your eyes and connect with your heart. You have to go within and say a silent prayer for strength. Can you remove the mask and drop the security of your protective robe and deal with what is in front of you? Are you ready to begin again? In the second, or I should say the third, interpretation of this card on page 119, it says, are you having trouble starting something again, masculine? This card shows 3 Fool's cards on the ground representing the number 0. 0 is that time in the ethers before anything happens, before we can get an idea up and running. It has no numeric value, so it really hasn't happened yet. And because these are the 3 Fool cards, perhaps you have tried to consider something more than once. So I feel like you've thought long and hard about retracing your steps. More than once, you've thought about maybe returning to your divine feminine, but you didn't. More than once, you thought about leaving this current karmic connection, but you didn't. And it says that things for your life, masculine, happen in 3s. This is the 3rd time in your life that you've done something major. For some of you, it's the 3rd marriage that is ending, divorce. This could be the 3rd most monumental relationship in your life that you've lived with somebody. Keep in mind, I'm reading the masculine, so all the feminines, shh. So anyways, this could be the 3rd time that you've been living with someone and it didn't work out. You know, whatever this is the 3rd time. And I do think you've heard about this more than once. You've thought about your situation more than once. Anyways, it says here, perhaps you've tried to consider something more than once. There are also 3 doves, so things may happen to you in threes. The light shining out of the box shows the brightness of your dream, your vision's light, and it wants you to take flight with those doves. The doves represent peace, so the feeling of peace you'd feel in realizing this dream is evident. Yet you hold your cloak so tightly, worried and in a protective manner over your heart. Why are you holding back? What are you holding back? And how does this affect the expression of your heart and soul? Why are you holding back? The dove also represents a powerful time of clear vision and ability to glimpse into a possible future. The doves nurture us with care, and it suggests letting go of worry and anxiety and finding your peace. Don't focus on doubt. Instead, see the light of hope in your manifestation. Just because this tower came down and destroyed a third love connection or partnership or relationship, this is now the passing of the olive branch. It's a sign of forgiveness. Maybe forgiveness you need to move on from your feminine. Maybe forgiveness of the self, but forgiveness nonetheless. When the dove takes flight, what happens? Do you see the lost opportunity as they fly away? Or do you see freedom taking flight in the hope? Is there anything remaining in the box? Will the box have some surprise left inside if you open it again later? Or is time of the essence and you must hurry? The moon can carry so much deception behind you. It looks like it casts light, but it's merely reflecting the light of the sun. And ironically, you have the sun card in your reading. And the sun card reflected the tower and the 10 of wands, where you have to retrace your steps in the labyrinth. And you need help. You can't do this by yourself. So the moon is reminding you with memories of your past that there's someone you need to make peace with, someone you have to retrace steps with. Maybe that someone is yourself. Maybe that someone is the divine feminine, but you need to connect with this past. And so that way you can move on. But you can't move on if you're carrying 10 of wands, the baggage that you need to hash out, you need to deal with. This is settling the score. The moon can carry so much deception. So it's normal for you to have feeling like this is an illusion. It's going to make you insecure. It's going to attack your subconscious, your dreams. It's going to make you feel alone and unsure. It could even make you feel fear. But the moon evolves from night to night. Some nights it expands, other nights it wanes. Where are you in your life right now? Are you waning? Are you releasing and losing and letting go? Or are you gaining? Or are you full, at peace? When you see the light of the moon, we don't see the full picture, because even the silver light of the moon casts long shadows of darkness. We have to use context in order to fill in what we don't see. Take note your subconscious thoughts right now and the impact they have on your reality. Note how you are personally filling in what you are unsure about in order to complete your vision. And remember, some of the things that you're filling in, those dark spots, are lies, deception, fear, assumptions that make an ass out of you. Be careful not to fill in those shadows so that you do not move on, you do not leap forward, you do not seek forgiveness, you do not retrace your steps, you do not leave the past behind you and continue in forgiving yourself. Be careful that you don't fill in those gaps with negative things. Note how you are personally taking responsibility now and how you need to do that. What is under that mask that people don't see? There is something even the tarot hasn't unveiled. Something of your childhood, something of who you are in the deep. How would you identify this? How would it be different? What does this say about you if you were to remove the mask of your true self? If you didn't feel judged, if nobody was being a cheerleader for one way or a cheerleader for the other, if you could just follow your heart and live your life and hug those that you want to hug, kiss those you want to kiss, be with those you want to be with without judgment, would you do it? Because that's behind the mask. If there was nothing holding you back, if there was no judgment, if there was no fear, if you could see everything and not have shadows, wouldn't you just dive into the arms of your divine feminine and be loved and be happy and live? Wouldn't you just move forward with whatever future this is with no worries, no doubts? But you're full of doubts because you have lied, deceived, and made poor decisions with the 10 of Wands. So of course you're full of doubts. Every decision you've made up until here, and 3 times a charm, there's something about something that happens in threes, has been karmic and has been repetitive. You've recreated this life at least 3 times. And you've gotten the same result at least 3 times. So it's natural for you to feel fear. But it's time for you to stop. Take the mask off and show your true self. And let it reveal to you the truth. I heard somebody recently on a tarot channel say, I think it was JDS Tarot, whatever judgment you want to say negatively on somebody, whatever little statement you want to say about your divine feminine, whether it's not going to work out, you're too much drama, it's over, I already said it's over, or you're ridiculous and unattractive and I'm not into you, or whatever it is, go look in the mirror and say it. Say it out loud in the mirror. Whatever it is you want to say it in the mirror. Because you are speaking a projection of yourself. If you are not forgiving your feminine, it's because you don't forgive yourself. If you are not attracted to your feminine, it is because you are not feeling attractive yourself. If you feel like it's never going to work with your feminine, it means you do not have any faith in yourself for it to work. Everything that you want to say or speak is a projection. So look in the mirror when you say it. The box is open and has something. It has been let out, even if it's just a vision of light. Note what visions you see and what needs to be released. It may take you some more time to fully manifest, as there are 3 doves and 3 cards, but they show progression of taking flight, speeding up on the runway and leaving the ground and then soaring. Wow, masculine, that is a very big oracle. I've never gotten an oracle message that long. Let's get a divine directions card. When do I get time to listen to the other readers? When I'm cooking, cleaning, taking a bath, sometimes driving. I can put it on in my car. Those are the times I take time to listen. All right, so let's go ahead and see what your divine direction is, masculine. Okay. Heal. You have a natural gift for healing through your hands, words, and actions. It's also reminding you to take time to heal. Masculine, you have a healing touch. Don't know if you're aware of it, but you do. You have a healing touch. And if you could just touch this beautiful soulmate connection, so much magic can happen. You have the power to heal. You also have the power to heal yourself. I wouldn't be terrified of this ending. I kind of think you already know it's the inevitable, because the 8 of Pentacles, I feel like you already know it's going to happen. You've seen it before. You've been here before. You've done it before. So you're just like, this is what always happens. It's because you keep recreating karma. You need to get clear. You need to forgive yourself and learn and do something different. You have to get out of your comfort zone. Masculine, I don't normally give astrological advice, but I am going to give you advice today. And I think you have some karma with Pisces. But I just got a vision of a dead fish. Anyways, it could be the 12th house, or it could just be the sign of Pisces somewhere. But I need you to look where your Rahu is. And I don't normally give this advice on readings, but when I do, you should listen. Your Rahu is stepping out of your comfort zone. And it's asking you to go after something. Usually it's negative though. Usually it's fame or fortune. Usually it has to do with money. Usually it has to do with some kind of personal gain. But in some cases, it can be some karma that you need to go fulfill with a partner. Something that you must do. And Rahu wants to take you there against your will. You know, you're going to be fearful. But Rahu wants to take you there. For those of you that are like, well, what's Rahu? It's the north node of the moon. And please check your Vedic sidereal if you guys haven't. Go to www.vaultsoftheheavens.lahiri.ayunamsha.com or Google it. Vaults of the Heavens, LahiriAyanamsha.com. Okay? But go ahead and see what's going on with the north node of the moon, the Rahu, because you're being drawn. And you need to tap into it. And ironically, Rahu is moving into the sign of Aries, which is so crazy because we got a lot of Aries today. And we have the full card in your oracle. We have the full card here. We had Aries with the Mars symbol with the man for the feminine. And you even have the Ace of Wands in reverse. I do feel Rahu going into Aries has something to do with your karma right now. Maybe it's on your partner's chart. But there is some kind of Aries, Rahu, Pisces, maybe in the Vedic, some kind of connection with the karmas that are aligning here, which is beautiful. And ironically, we had the earth and air sign, and that's going to be Libra and Virgo, if you kind of twist it from tropical to Vedic. So it's very cool how that's kind of aligning and making sense at the end of this reading. So look at those placements: Pisces, Virgo, Aries, Libra. Look at those placements. And just see what's up. See what's up with this karma. I also want you to check your Saturn and your Venus. Okay, because there's something to do with what you need to do with your karma with that. Okay? All right, so I'm going to get another oracle for the both of you this time on what needs to, well, what's healing, what's being healed and what needs to be healed. Like what's being healed mostly, I guess, would be the answer. What's being healed and what you guys should focus on. Ooh, so we have play dominoes. That came out. Maybe you guys need to play more games. Playing backgammon, playing checkers, playing chess, just having fun, playing games. Another card that wants to pop out is wait for the right moment. I also think play kind of means like strategizing. So you might need to strategize, okay, and wait for the right time. So you guys need to get concrete. And we talked about the vision board in yesterday's reading for the singles. Make a vision board. That really came out. Really, really, truly get down on the ground and make a new one. Magazine clippings, printings, words of affirmations, physical items around the altar by this vision board. Like we talked about it. You need to strategize and plan and then wait for the right time. Next is look closer. What is it your heart really desires? Okay? Because I know a lot of you guys are just like, oh, you know, especially the masculine, I really want financial success and I really want this particular karmic situation to work out because then I would feel successful. But at the heart of the matter, at the heart, your body and your soul is telling you, no, 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 no. What I really want is to be free like a bird from karma and this karmic situation. What I really want in my heart is for no one to judge me so that I can be happy in the arms of my divine feminine with no judgments. For a lot of you guys, that's what's really in your heart. That's what's really in there. And if no one was judging, that's where you'd be. So there's a totally different thing here, and you need to look closely. Take the mask off. Anyways, let's get into your healing oracle. What's being healed? What's being healed between them? Bottom of the deck is courage. Leo vibes. The other card is soothe, the slippery elm. Love is a slippery slope. The number 35, let's go ahead and start with that one. A change of fortune in the divine feminine and masculine situation is set to occur, and this is going to be major. Although it may appear challenging, it will be very positive in the end. A definite turning point is indicated between the two of you, and you both are being prompted to take a more active hand and not just letting things go and evolve around you. Don't get discouraged by any little setbacks, as they are going to be a natural part of this ebb and flow. Just keep yourself positive, as there is much to be optimistic about. Good fortune, positive growth, and steady upward development are shown in this soulmate and twin flame, divine masculine, divine feminine connection. Wow, I got goosebumps. I don't know about you guys, but I got chills. I did. This is taking a little bit of time, but I'll tell you, this is evolving. It really, really is. And for those of you that are resonating, you know it's really evolving. Very good. 13, look, and divine feminine got 13 again earlier. 13 may be prominent for you, or just the number 13 in general. That may be a strong indicator of a connection to you in this message. Your guides use 13 to guide you. So this is the mother wart, and it's about confidence and strength, and it's needed right now within, and it's being awakened in both of you. All the energy and endurance you need will be available to you, and the tools will present themselves as needed. So do not hesitate to undertake this challenge before you. It may take longer than you hope or expect for the outcomes to be resolved at the moment, but longevity is assured with the both of you, and any undertakings or commitments made. Listen to your heart, because it is speaking a truth that you both need to hear. The love inside of you wants to speak. Situations involving children are a focus, and love is also a theme at the moment. Wow. Positive movements, guys. It may take longer than you think, but it's happening. You need to take that message to heart. All right. And now, as promised, because we're going deep in this reading, we've revealed the masculine and feminine. You guys got your reading. If you just tuned in, go ahead and watch part 1. But now I'm going to do just a basic 5-card reading to let you guys know where you're at, what your challenge is, what's helping you, what's hurting you, and what the outcome pretty much looks like. Okay. Hopefully you guys liked this message today. Okay. Spirit, please guide and direct me on this message. Please guide and direct me on the beautiful truth about where the divine masculine and feminine truly are, where they are headed, what's helping them, what's hurting them, and what the outcome will be. What is your ultimate wish and desire? Okay, what is your ultimate wish and desire? Ooh, guys. Your ultimate wish and desire is judgment be turned upright. Your ultimate truth and desire, it's a challenge. You know it's a challenge, but what you really hope for and what you're afraid may never happen is judgment. You're almost afraid it will happen, but you're also afraid it won't. Both of them scare you because you don't know if you're going to have your hand on it one way or the other. You know that it's up to the divine. You know that this love is just vulnerable. But more than anything, you want to bring back this soul connection back from the dead. You want to bring what was lost, what was dead and buried, and you want to just bring it back. You want a second chance. You want a wake-up call. You want your person to have a wake-up call more than anything. What's happening in your current situation right now? Like what's going on that you need to know? Death. So right now what you need to know is you're going through a major transformation. 13 is going to be a telltale sign. So you definitely have to let this die so it can be reborn. Because I feel like even though you want this reunion, this second chance, this back from the dead, you're not going to have it till you really let it die. There has to be a death for a rebirth. And the truth is, what's going on right now is you're letting it die. You are letting it die. It's dying right now in front of you. And as you watch this situation die, because it's completely separating and ending, fill your heart with faith and trust that even in the transformation of your feelings for him or your feelings for her, that no matter what happens in your heart space, no matter what happens in your mental space, and no matter what happens in your physical world, if it's meant to be, it will be. Okay. What is helping you? Ooh, we have Leo, we have strength. I love it. Your courage is helping you. A Leo could be helping you. If you have a Leo placement in your chart, one of the planets or anything, okay, that planet is helping you. Perhaps you have a Leo in Venus. Perhaps you have a Jupiter in Venus, whatever. Like, it's helping you. Something about the sign of Leo is helping you, but it's also conquering yourself that's helping you. As you conquer yourself and tackle yourself and your fears, that's what helps you. So you're also a very courageous person. So because you're so brave, because you face the dark, because you're calm, you're gentle, and you handle things with a gentle strength, that's what helps you. You're also someone that's very good at endurance, okay? You are the Empress, and only the Empress can help tame the lion. Let's see what's hurting you. What's hurting you is the Page of Pentacles, which means you give too much too freely. You think less before you give. I'm not saying you don't think at all, but I'm saying you give too freely. You give too easily. You need more boundaries. You need standards. You need to be more firm on yourself. You have to learn also. You have some more learning to do about yourself. You also could possibly need to focus on children with the Page of Pentacles, and you're not, and that's what's hurting you. Something else that could be hurting you is you talk too much. You don't think more. And by talking too much, I mean you speak too easily without knowledge to back it up. You admit things. You call things into existence. You say it is what it is, and it's really not. You're saying things too easily, too promptly, like, you know what I mean? It's like you're creating your own reality with affirmations, but you don't even have all the information yet. It's like, well, this is dead and gone. It's over. I guess it's never going to happen again. Nobody wants me anyways. That was childish and it was stupid. It's not true. Or saying things like, well, I'm never going to be with anybody else because this one didn't work. I'm just going to be alone and miserable and old and alone. You're being stupid and childish, and you're saying things before you even have facts. Or if you're claiming what your partner is doing, and you're saying it as fact, and you don't even have the facts. You're saying things like, they don't love me, they don't want me. If they loved me and wanted me, they'd be here. Or this person must be happy and life must just be peaches and cream. You're speaking out of your ass, you're making an ass out of you because you're assuming. You're speaking too fast, and again, you don't know enough. You do not have all the facts. The Page has good intentions, but he doesn't have all the information. He wants to tell people what's in the letter, what's in the pentacle, but he's never read the letter or the pentacle. He's delivering a message, but he doesn't know what's in the message. So don't make an ass out of yourself, assuming. Think a lot harder before you start to bring things into existence, because it's hurting you when you don't. Something else that you're doing that may be hurting you in this connection is reaching out too much. Because the Page of Pentacles is a communicator. So he's giving gifts or he's reaching out, but he wasn't asked. And so a lot of you may be texting a lot obsessively, writing letters, just calling someone, whatever, but you might be doing it too much. And you may also be a gossip. You may also be talking with your friends or family members about this person or your situation as fact, but you don't have all the information. So that could be what's hurting you. So your communication could be hurting you. Also, for some of you guys, not working enough on your financial situation may be hurting you. You need to get organized. You need to get focused on financials and responsibility before this relationship can move any kind of forward, or before you can move forward at all. So basically what's hurting you is you have some more things to learn. Don't assume you know it all. Anyways, that's what's hurting you. What does the outcome look like for you guys? 3 of Pentacles in the outcome. You are going to be collaborating and working together with your divine masculine. You guys are going to have a compromise. You're going to see eye to eye. There is going to be communication. There's going to be movement. You guys are going to start building something together, creating something together, collaborating together, just getting back together in some sense. There may be 3 parties. It could be a therapist involved. It could be a third party involved. It could be a child involved. I don't know. But it's not just between you and them. It's not a 2-person situation. It's a 3-person or more situation. But it mostly means that you are going to also be respected. And this person is going to want to work with you, or just work with you on your love connection. Okay? So this person is going to want that. Cool. All right. Well, I'm digging that, guys. I'm digging that. All right. And so that's kind of what's happening with you guys at this moment. Bottom of the deck, the overall underall energy for you is the Ace of Pentacles in the upright. This is a promised brand new beginning for a new year, 2022. You are going to have a new beginning. You are going to be planting a seed, and there is going to be growth. The universe is going to help you bring this into reality. So there is a new beginning, and a new beginning is Pentacles, Pentacles, Pentacles. You are going to be working with some earth sign, or having a new beginning with an earth sign, or just having a new stable, grounded, earthy, founded connection. There is a promise that the Garden of Eden is right there and you're stepping into it. This is a key. So you're going to be given the key to this. The World card under that symbolizes endings and completions. So you have ended a cycle and you're completing it, you're getting awarded, and now you're going to be starting fresh. So a fresh new start for all of you guys watching. The 8 of Wands is down there again for you in the upright. Promoting, this is coming fast, this is coming hard, it's coming right at you. 8 weeks, 2 months. Expect change. There's a lot coming at you. There's a lot of growth and movement. The universe is pushing you into some kind of a good movement. Like that's, I feel like it's giving you energy. Yeah, energy and enthusiasm, and just making you feeling excited about this new beginning. All right. But, you know, ultimately, you're going to be working together. You're going to have collaboration. And this could even mean that spirit is going to help you guys in your connection. But you are going to be getting some spiritual help in bringing together the union, which the World card is also a union card, bringing 2 together. So there is some kind of intervention spiritually to help you guys collaborate, work together, come together in some form. Okay, but you are getting that new beginning. So keep being courageous, keep fighting that demon inside yourself, keep persevering. I know it's difficult, but you can do it. So anyways, that's what's going on with you, okay? Let's go ahead and see that about your partner. All right, let's see this about your partner. Okay, bottom of the deck, well, we'll do that later. Okay. What does your partner want more than anything? What is their goal? What is it that they are seeking? They want to do the right thing. More than anything, they want to get their feet on the ground. They want to be stable. They want to be a man or a woman of their word. Your person wants to be loyal, the loyal knight. Your person wants to be righteous under the eyes of God or the universe. Your person wants to settle their karma. Your person wants to be financially stable. Your person wants to be on all fours, on good footing. All right, your person wants to be trustworthy. Okay? So more than anything, and this is a challenge, but your person really wants to be righteous. They want to be that loyal knight. They want to settle the score. They want things to be stable and good and righteous. So more than anything, that's what they want. Let's go ahead and see what's going on with them. Current moment. Current moment, Knight of Cups in reverse. They're not feeling the love. Where is the love? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Where is the love? So they're not feeling the love. They're not feeling warm, kind. They're not feeling like they're a giving person at this moment. They're just not feeling like they're in love. There's no love where they're at. They're going in the wrong direction with love. Currently, what's happening with their life right now is they're not feeling optimistic. They're not feeling joyful. They're not feeling hopeful. They're feeling like they're stuck in dirty, muddy water. Okay? And so they just feel like they're not going anywhere. And whatever position they're in currently in love, if it is cups, their love is being lost. They're losing their love for whomever they're with. Like, love is being lost. And anyways, that's what's currently going on in their situation. And whomever they're with doesn't feel like the right person. Let's go ahead and see what is coming for what is helping them. What's helping them grow? What's helping them get out of a mess? What is good for them? What is it they're doing that's helpful? Ooh, I like it. They've got the King of Pentacles. Your person got that. Ooh, yes. What's helping them is being responsible with money and with time and with work. That is the one thing that really helps them and grounds them. They love working and earning money. They loved staying focused. They love their schedule. They love being on time. They're punctual. They're a good worker. They never miss work unless they have to. They're responsible with their bills. They always take care of it on time as much as they can. Trying to work out and take care of their body. But just taking care of responsibilities is really what helps them. And that is a good step forward. That is a good choice. Them being the King of Pentacles is really what's going to make them strong in this journey. And as long as they can keep that in the upright, as long as they can do right, and very strong earth for your person, but as long as they can do right, they're going to be able to turn lots of things around. Of course, money helps everything, right? Money helps all situations. But also being responsible and trustworthy helps all situations. And doing your best. And of course, being responsible can certainly help any situation, no matter how difficult. So I'm loving that energy. But what's hurting them? What's causing them to fall? What is a major difficulty? Page of Wands in the reverse. They don't act right. I know, it's childish, but look what hurt you guys. You guys had a page in the upright, but you had a page. They also have a page in the reverse, though, which is even worse. So what hurts you hurts them, but they have a lack of initiative. They have a lack of taking action. They also have a lack of communication because they're not communicating, and pages are supposed to be a good communicator. So here you are over communicating, and here they are under communicating. And it's like, I wish you would speak more. I wish you would take more initiative. They do not take the initiative to reach out to you. You're always contemplating taking the initiative to reach out to them. They're not the ones to reach out to you, very rarely. And anyways, that's what's hurting them. They have a lack of inertia. They have a lack of courage, because the wands represent courage. They have a lack of taking action towards any movement towards you. They have a lack of taking action towards maybe a child, because the page is in reverse. They may just not be taking action towards that child. So it's like they're doing the responsible thing, but what's hurting them is a lack of action. They are being lazy in the terms of connecting with you. There's a laziness in connecting with you, and that is hurting them. That's making this take very, very long. And currently what's happening with them is the Knight of Cups, another communicative card, but this is more taking the right action, taking the cup where it belongs. They've taken their cup to where it does not belong. They've taken their love and they've put it somewhere else, and they're not fulfilled, and it's in the wrong spot. And they're not correcting their mistakes with the Page of Wands. And to be honest, what's hurting them is they're not learning from their actions. Anyways, they're not learning. Okay. What does Spirit see for the outcome for your person? The Nine of Swords in the reverse. It's kind of good news. You know, it's kind of good news, to be honest. It's not terrible. It could be worse. But when you get the Nine of Swords in reverse, it's like they're coming out of a lack of sleepless nights, worry, and anxiety. They're able to see things more clearly, and they're not always going to be playing the victim, because it looks like they used to play the victim card so much. And that's old. That's old news. They have to stop doing that. It kind of means and shows that they're fighting an internal battle inside their mind that has been causing them stress. They've been wrestling with themselves. They've been losing sleep. They've been losing sight of the positives in life and the opportunities around them. It's time for them to have peace, and it's time for them to have a reality check. So Spirit says in the outcome, they're no longer going to play the victim. They're no longer going to have, stupidity in front of them and saying that's the right way, because it's not. They're going to have a reality check, and they're going to have to face their fears also, because the Nine of Swords is a fearful, illusionary card. So the outcome is they are going to face it. They are going to get out of this selfishness and this very slow stagnation. Yeah?
I'm wondering how to make a pasta from Among Us.
Ooh, I like it. That's really nice.
Actually, make the mouth open.
Oh, okay. What's coming out of his mouth?
Mama, it's a little wine that comes out of his mouth from Among Us.
Oh, okay. I love you.
And you know how I made the way it's actually connected to his body?
Yeah.
It's because I waved it like this.
Oh, that's
Because I
nice.
did that.
I like it. Good job, Matt. I love you. You're the best. All right. So anyways, okay, facing fears, reality check, no longer playing the victim, being able to see things for what they really are. That's all good stuff. That is the outcome. That's the good stuff. What is the bottom of the deck? The overall underall energy that is basically going to be happening with the masculine. We have the Two of Cups in the reverse. Ironically, the feminine had that earlier in the reading, so we're pulling a lot of cards we've already had, but the feminine had that in their reading too. And it's like this loss of relationship. It did represent a separation. So I feel like for the masculine, you're going to have a separation of a relationship. To be completely honest, as a tarot reader, you know, if this was someone I'm speaking across the table with personally, I would be honest. I would say your current relationship, and I do believe it's karmic, because you have the Knight of Cups in reverse in the present situation. I do believe whomever you're connected to right now, which is some relationship that's involving romance and love, or some kind of a romantic relationship, that is going down the drain. That is going to end. You're going to have a reality check. You just are. That tower was no joke. It was a major arcana. There is a major life-altering, life-shattering separation and ending that is headed towards your life. And so, yeah, this Two of Cups in reverse is definitely, there's a connection that's going to end. There's just no way around it. There's just no way around it. So the good things are that you are taking care of your responsibilities. That's wonderful. But stop not taking action on what needs to be done. Stop ignoring the conversation and communication with your partner, the correct soulmate, and start taking action on letting this other relationship go, because that tower is going to come take it out anyways. It's time for you, because what you really want is to be the loyal knight. You want to be trustworthy, and you want to be good, and you want to be righteous. If that is your goal, and it is your challenge at the same time, these steps have to be taken. You have to make your life righteous. You have to do the right thing. You have to make good choices. You have to come out of this illusion that you've been painting yourself to live in. It's time to wake up. It's just time to wake up. All right, so I'm going to pull these back. And at the end of this reading, let's go ahead and just do maybe a couple more oracles of what Spirit wants you to have faith in. What does Spirit want you to have faith in? Spirit, what do you want us to have faith in? What do you want us to focus on? Okay, so we're in a 2 vibration. Spirit wants you to focus on partnership, connection, working with other people. Spirit doesn't want you to be on a solo journey. Spirit wants you to work with them. Spirit wants you to put doubles in your house, like 2 nightstands, 2 flower vases, 2 lights at the end of the table. Synchronicity. Spirit wants you to see that. Spirit wants you to promote union, togetherness. Get away from your singleness, you know. And I don't mean by not working on yourself. I mean by focusing on partnerships and unions, because you do want that. And Spirit's like, if you want that and that is your goal, yes, be single and work on yourself, but put your intention and your focus on partnership if that's what you want. Okay, another card that comes out, that oracle. All right. Spirit, what do you want to tell the collective? Oh, we already used that one. He's like, don't use that one. You've already used it. Okay. Spirit wants you to know what he sees in your love connection. Okay. And Spirit wants to tell you what's going to happen. Okay. What's going to happen in this love connection? Okay, guys. And let's get a message from the Divine Masculine. Okay. And let's get a message, whoops, from the Divine Femme. Okay. All right, guys, final message. Yes, if you guys want any services from me like this for yourself, please go to www.jks1111.com. If you guys are waiting for a reading and you want to communicate with me in any way, please comment in the video below, just comment section, not in the chat, but the comments of the video. That's the fastest way to reach me. And if anybody wants to give me a love donation, certainly welcome. Please go ahead to Cash App. My Cash App symbol is LetThatShitGo1111.com. Or you can go to my website if you're international and donate that way. All right? Okay. So, starting out with your oracle, let's just go ahead and see what Spirit says about your love connection. Spirit, speak. Ooh, We Belong Together by Mariah Carey. Oh, I love this song, guys. Spirit's like, you guys belong together, all right? This is why you keep getting soulmate cards. This is why you guys are getting twin flame cards. This is why you're getting the Two of Cups. This is why, because you guys do belong together, okay? You belong. And Spirit's like, I see that. I acknowledge that. I know that. You know that. But Spirit wants you to know, coming from Spirit, you both belong together. He knows it. All right. Let's get a message from your masculine. Ooh, I finally see what I've done, and I'm getting a new perspective. That's good. Remember, they got that Nine of Swords in reverse, the wake-up call. So yeah, the masculine's like, I'm seeing the errors of my ways. I'm seeing the mistakes. I'm seeing the karma, the lies, the deception, the deceit, the betrayal. I'm feeling it with this Ten of Wands. I'm seeing what I've done finally. It's coming in clear. And I am looking at our soulmate connection with a new perspective, new fresh eyes. Okay. The next card, which is from the feminine. What does the feminine want to say? Ooh, I am an anchor of light. It's like you're a support, you're dependable, you're accountable. And you're like, no matter what I go through, no matter what I suffer, I will always have the light in me. I will always be an anchor of light. And look how the masculine's in the dark and the feminine's in the light. And look how his eyes are looking at the light. Isn't that a sign? You're the anchor of light, and he's looking at you, looking at the light. So I do think your masculine is watching you, looking over you, keeping an eye on you, and certainly looking at your connection with new eyes. Okay? So the light to me represents wisdom, truth, forgiveness, purity, and love. So you are an anchor of those things. So you have good morals and good values. And nothing bad can come to you if that is your anchor. All right? Okay, so we're going to reveal the two truths. I guess this one can be feminine, that one can be masculine, or they could just be together. I don't care. Gratitude. I'm thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. I love it. You know, I was just thinking about prayers the other day. I was watching the Waltons. I always watch the Waltons lately. And the mom, Olivia, she was praying, and I don't know, it came into my mind. What goes wrong with people that pray? She was very upset with God because of the war. And she was like, I pray, I go to church every Sunday, I do all this shit, and still war comes. You know, I believed God was a just God, a good God, and a protective father. And now my children are going to war. So she was like kind of angry, you know. And we could hear her praying, Dear Lord, please protect my children. Dear Lord, please put your hand on this planet and, you know, get rid of this war. Dear Lord, please do this, please do that. And it just dawned on me. Prayers like that suck. I don't know what religion started teaching humans to pray as a request. Maybe I'm stepping out on a limb here, and for those of you that are religious, I'm sorry. But wherever we as humans got the idea that prayer requests work, that asking Spirit to do things for you in a prayer is a righteous prayer. and then being disappointed when that doesn't happen, and being lost and not understanding. Well, why didn't my prayer work? It dawned on me that that's not what prayer was built for. That's not what prayers were made out of. Prayers were meant to be gratitude and worship. Prayers were meant to be thank you. Thank you for the protection of my family and my children. Thank you for the light you've put on this world and the hands you've touched with all these lives that you've touched on this earth. Thank you for my children. Thank you for my home. Thank you for my life. Thank you for these lessons. Prayers were meant to be gratitude, worship. Thank you for the sun that came out today. Thank you for my health. All of that. All of that is thankfulness. Wherever the fuck we as humans started asking prayer requests was jackass, asinine, and ridiculous. Sorry, guys, I had to say it. And it's my channel, so please let me say it. Okay? That's just how I feel, okay? And so Spirit's like, I want you to prayerfully be just grateful. That's the correct way to be in your life right now, is just to be grateful. Stop requesting. Just start saying thank you. And see your life transform. Because the more you are thankful, believe me, the more good things that come to you. So yeah, gratitude is pretty damn important. Spirit wants us to know that. Okay. The next card. Growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. So don't ever feel like you've learned everything you need to learn. There's always room to grow. A lot of people, and I hate to say it in our community, but it's true, and a lot of us know because we've all seen it. We see people that think they've reached the epitome. They've learned all they can learn. Now they are the light, they are the teacher, they are the guru, they are the epitome. They have all the answers. People come to them in worship looking for answers. Tell me this, tell me that. And that's good because students ask questions and they learn. But Spirit wants to remind you that even the teachers of our world, the gurus of our world, the educated professionals in our world are still learning. Yeah, doctors have a lot of insight on the human brain and the body today, but they're still learning. Even they don't have all the answers. There's misdiagnoses all the time. There's miracles all the time because they don't understand. You go to doctors today and they'll give you answers. And they're wrong. They don't even understand. They're still learning. And so Spirit's like, don't put your trust into individuals that you think have reached some epitome. They're still growing, and there's always room to grow. There's always things to learn. A message that wants to come to me for parents. If you're a parent and you're struggling as a parent right now, and you think you're doing a piss poor job, you're wrong. You are as inexperienced at being a parent of this child that is this age as they are of being a human at that age. You're both at a place inexperienced. You're both growing. You're going to get through it. You're going to expand your consciousness as parent and child. But don't think you're doing a bad job just because you're growing. That's part of you. The same with business. You're growing. You didn't know everything you knew when you started it. You still don't, and you won't tomorrow, but you're growing. Your business is growing. Your relationships with your loved ones is growing. Your soulmate twin flame connection is growing. It's not the end, and it's not the beginning. We're growing. So Spirit's like, I want to remind you to expand your consciousness and awareness and know that I alone am the infinite creator. And I am always growing and expanding. This is a message from Jupiter, which is presenting himself as the guru and the teacher in your life. Follow your Jupiter. Give blessings to Jupiter. Do a lot of Jupiterian things. That's going to help you grow. Yellow is going to be a prominent color to be attracted to right now, whether it's gemstones or clothing, but yellow. Find some yellow or gold and just take in that wisdom that you're always going to be learning and growing. And Spirit just wants you to know that. Spirit doesn't want you to put a stamp or expiration date or like, you know, a certificate and say that's it, that we've grown all we can. Spirit's like, we're always growing. You need to expand your consciousness about that. Anyways, that's that message, growing. Okay. And if I could just separate those two messages as well and say them individually, the feminine is in the attitude of gratitude and is an anchor of light because she or he is in gratitude. The masculine is learning and growing and seeing what he's done and is in expansion. The masculine is expanding. You need to believe in that. Let him grow. Let him have his growth and his new perspective. He or she. Okay. The next card that comes out for you guys is, dun, 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 dun. Oh, yeah, it's an Empress, a mother with a child. Excuse me. The child is wearing the Fool hat, so it does represent new beginnings, new life, and the Fool. And the mother is the Empress. You know, she's nurturing and growing and caretaking this new beginning. I want you guys to treat 2022 like a newborn baby. I want you guys to treat this year with kindness and love and purity. I want you to treat your house like you have a newborn baby in your house. I want you to get in there and clean, nest, organize. I want you guys to treat your business like a newborn baby. I want you to pay attention to every movement. I want you to not ignore the cries of your business saying, we're struggling over here, we need to get some work over here. Pay attention, take care of the needs of the family, the needs of the business, the needs of the home. I also want you to take this new baby as representation of a new you, your inner child and your physical being. I want you to notice what you need and take care of yourself. Medicine, rest, sleep, whatever you need. Exercise, health, all that. You need to take care of yourself. Enough's enough. It's time to be mama. Mama in your life. Anyways, that's what I'm seeing with that card. Spirit is the one who's giving you this message, not me. So let's just put that out there. This is not Stephanie's tarot message. This is Spirit using Stephanie as a vessel at JKS to give you a message. The number is 18, which is the moon card, by the way. So search your inner truth. There are things hidden in the dark being revealed to you. Also, there could be a new life coming into your life. A baby announcement could be near. Spirit says there is going to possibly be a baby announcement for the year 2022, be it your own child or a grandchild. Okay? But baby announcements. I got chills. Could be a boy. Could be a girl. I don't know. That pink and the purple star are really staring at me. So it could be your daughter having a child, or you might be having a girl. I don't know. That's crying out to me. Maybe your girl child needs attention. Maybe those of you that have daughters. Anyways, in a nutshell, Spirit says, nurturing and taking care of others. When you are a mother, you are never really alone in your thoughts. A mother always has to think twice, once for herself and once for her child. Oh, I just want to cry. I love that they put that out there. That is so true. Anytime I make a choice, it's once for me and once for them. If I choose where to eat, once for me, once for them. My choices have to include the both of us or the family, you know, just a mom and their children. I can't just choose to do shit on my own. I can't just pick somebody in my life. I can't just pick some house, some place, some job. I have to account for them. Does that work for them? So there's some kind of accountability. You need to be responsible and accountable for your children or just your inner child, but whatever. Metaphorical. Okay? But think twice. Think once for your desires and think once for your baby, which could be your goal, your business. okay? Maybe if you're losing weight, you're trying to diet, you're trying to get fit, think twice before you eat. Is this good for my goal? If I eat these Girl Scout cookies, is that good or bad? If I eat this second meal tonight because I'm hungry, is that good or bad? Am I making a healthy food choice? If it's for business, same thing. Am I inviting this business partner because it's good for my business and me? Or just me? What's good? And if it's a relationship, am I making choices that are good for me and my relationship? Or are they just good for me? You know, this is think twice. You have to think harder, work harder, think harder. It's difficult, but Spirit wants you to be aware that what you do has consequences. Your choices affect other people. They do. And if you think they don't, you're wrong. Spirit wants you to know that. Anyways, this card may represent the nurturing nature of a mother embracing her child, a teacher guiding his or her student, or master training his apprentice. Each balances the desire to protect and provide direction to those under his or her care, with the need to also allow some room for personal growth. We can appreciate them, inform them, advise them, but eventually they will come to the moment when we will need to resist the impulse to reach out, and instead we must let them fall. When they rise again of their own accord, we can take comfort in knowing that we taught them well. Aww. And for those of you mothers and fathers out there, you know, I think some of the hardest things is to see your kids fail or go through a difficult time. And if I can give you any advice about an enlightenment that I had this weekend with mine, because I constantly want to nurture and give. Sometimes the gift you have to give is not giving. Sometimes you have to just say no. And they're going to react, and they're going to cry, and they're going to be stressed, and they're going to be upset, and they're going to be frustrated. But you have to teach them that this is hard. It is hard to accept. It is difficult to struggle. Life is pleasure, but it's also pain. You're going to be okay. You're going to go through this pain, and you're going to be all right. You're going to get through this moment of disappointment, of anger, of depression, of sadness, and you're going to get past it. And again, I have to bring up the Waltons, but the grandpa in the Waltons, he had this little moment where he taught about life. And he was like, sometimes in life you have to have pain to get to the good stuff. Giving birth to babies, you're going to go through the pain and it's going to be worth it. That's life. Then they had a horse that was wild, and he was being caught by other people, and because he was a wild stallion, he didn't have any markings or any papers of ownership. So there was no ownership of the horse, and other members of the town were like, it's my horse, it's my horse, it's my horse. And they wanted to like tame it and trap it and do all this crap. But the grandpa wanted the horse to be free and roam Walton's Mountain. But the only way the horse could be free is if the Waltons had some ownership on the horse, that it was from their mountain that the horse lives. So he made a iron, like an iron, I don't know, whatever. It's where you burn an animal and you mark them. I forgot the name, okay? But you know what I'm talking about. So he made this iron W to, brand. He made an iron W to brand, and the granddaughter, she was just like, Grandpa, I don't want you to hurt the horse. And the mom and the other daughters were like, please don't hurt the horse. I don't want to hurt the horse. You know, it will hurt him. It's going to hurt him. And the grandpa was like, yeah, it's probably going to hurt a little bit, but it's not going to hurt that bad. He's going to get over it. He's like, do you take shots? Like immunizations to feel better? And they just got one in the show. Yeah, we took a shot. He's like, did it hurt? Yeah, it hurt. But for how long? Not very long. And you're better for it. Okay. He's like, and you know, with Mary Ellen having the baby, it hurt. And we all suffered with her, but she had the baby. Now he's meant to be here. He's wonderful. He's beautiful. It's worth it. He's like, yes, that's part of life. You guys are going to have to learn that part of life, there is some pain. You're going to get through that pain like you get through anything else. And that horse is going to be branded, and it's going to be a little moment of pain. And he's going to learn the fact of life, that even humans don't escape. Animals don't escape. There is pain in life. And he's like, we're going to brand him. And he's going to move on. He's going to go through that moment and be free and roam this mountain till his dying days. And the pain will be worth it. So metaphorically, that's kind of a message here also. Whatever pain and suffering you're going through, it will be worth it. Don't think for 1 minute that Spirit is going to protect you from pain. Spirit doesn't want to protect you from pain, and Spirit will not protect you from pain. So if anybody here is like, Spirit, please bless me and protect me from pain, you're praying to the wrong God. It's not going to happen. Spirit's like, I give you pain and pleasure, but you're going to feel pain. And it's going to be worth it. That's the growth. So anyway, Spirit wants you to know that message. The next message, we'll move on. Ooh, so for your, wow, this, a win-win outcome is in the forecast. Full moon in Libra. This is all going to balance itself out. Your relationship, your love, your life, it's all going to work out. There's a win-win. You're going to have a new beginning. This is good. All right. Let me get the book. Last card. We're almost done, everybody. I know you've been here for forever. Literally almost done. Okay. The full moon in Libra is a sign of partnership. I love it. And we did start out with 2. Remember, partnership. It takes 2. So anyways, this is of love and of falling in love and even closely related to someone else. Since the full moon is about a climax and conclusions, this card suggests that you guys have either about to start a new relationship or that an important existing relationship is changing somehow, perhaps coming to an end or moving to a new level of commitment. It's important to remember that people come to us for a reason, and sometimes just for a season. If a relationship is ending now, it's doing so at the right time, so try not to fight it. And if a relationship is beginning to be formed, it also is the timing, and don't try to fight it. This card can also refer to a professional relationship. So there is a sense that you need to balance your egos with somebody else's needs. Even the Mother card talked about think twice. So there is partnership all over this, whether it's children and family or partnerships in business or romance. It's just other people coming together. So anyways, a win-win outcome is possible with some give and take and some compromises working together. So doing so is the right answer to your question. The Attune to the Moon message is letting go of that which is falling away. That's what's happening. We are letting go. The additional meaning for this card is see another person through the eyes of love, and it will change your perspective. And look at that. Isn't that so cool? Seeing another person through the eyes of love will change your perspective. I love it. That's totally a masculine message, but it's also for you. Being an anchor of light is being forgiving, and seeing your partner through the eyes of love will also change your perspective. An additional message of this card is it's time for you both to make some firm decisions. It's also time for you guys to focus on yourselves for a little while. Wow, and that's literally been my message all week, all last week. Focus on yourself. I've literally had so many self messages, even when unintended. And Spirit's like, yes, this is the time to focus on yourself. Absolutely. For a little while. Anyways, next, look after yourself, but avoid ego and vanity, okay, or selfishness. So look out for you, but don't be selfish, egotistical, and vain. And last, guys, this is a great time for a makeover. Great time. So undergo a makeover. This is the time. Make over your body, your face, your house, your spiritual self. Make over your car, make over your business, make over everything. This is a great time for a makeover. All right, this is the newness that you guys get to have. And the teaching of this card says that no matter when you pull the full moon in Libra, it encourages you both to find a balance between your desires and those of people around you. It balances this in a very Libran energy with the full moon that brings things to a peak. Dramas and upsets bring partnerships to the fore. Libra energy also brings love energy. And negotiations will be easier. So Spirit's like, listen, believe me, negotiations, they've been really tough. It's going to get easier. You guys had a hard time working together. That's getting easier. Okay. Spirit's like, we are bringing together. There is this beautiful union. But again, focus on self for a little while. All things take time. Allow this to grow naturally. And remember, Spirit agrees that you guys belong together. So there is that beautiful moment that you need to like grab onto. All right, guys, I love you so much for watching my channel. Please like, hit the thumbs up, and subscribe. For God's sakes, who cares? What's another subscription? I don't know. People should just subscribe to everyone they tune into. It's just helpful. You were brought here for a reason. Just subscribe. It's a nice gesture. And chances are you're going to get more messages you love to hear. So why not? I'm not always going to vibe with you. There will be times of seasons where I'm totally vibing with you and times I won't. That's okay. Go with the flow. If you are interested in anything I have to offer, please go to www.jks1111.com. And if you want to donate, please go to Cash App, money symbol, let that shit go, 1111.com, or just 1111, my bad, not .com. But that's my money tag. So if you want to donate anything and just say thank you for helping me today, or thank you for what you do and just whatever, you can go there. You can also go to the donation section on my website, www.jks1111.com. Don't worry about the size of your gift. Everything means something beautiful to me, whether it's $1 or 1111 or a major blessing like 40 or 44 or 50 or 100. All of those things go to this channel and promote me for doing better for you. So don't worry about the size. I love you guys. And remember, this is a journey, not a destination. So just keep swimming. All right. And a little announcement. The 22nd is coming up. I will be doing mini readings for the 22nd.
I have nothing to do today.
We're leaving soon. So the 22nd is $22 minis. They're a little bit more in-depth for people. To grandma's. Shh, I'm reading.
Oh, no.
Okay. Anyways, I'm doing $22 he came in and messed up my flow. $22 minis. It's going to be a special 22. I'm going to make a special video just for 22s. And I'm going to have some special decks. I'm going to be using the Romance Angels. I'm going to be using my love messages, 2 types of tarot, and some very beautiful oracles, maybe 1 or 2. So the minis are going to be special. They're going to be different. They're going to be more in depth. I will be doing the 5-card pool also. You know, what you want, your challenge, what's going on, what's helping, what's not, and what your outcome is. So those are going to be your minis. And so I look forward to it. I want you to know that it's going to be different. and probably more in depth than before, because it's February, which is the second month of the year, the 22nd, plus the year 2022. So I am going to make these $22 minis more in depth and more special than normal. So if you're wondering why, what's going on, that's why. So please know, haterade on it's more in depth than normal and what's going on. That's why. I believe this 222 portal is just a very beautiful portal. And we're going to be stepping into a new partnership. Even notice Spirit's message to you today had everything to do with partnership. So I do feel like this is a partnership year, and it is different. So if you want to get in line for that, I cannot do everybody. I'm going to go up to probably about 15. All right. So about 15 people for the $22 minis. If I only get 5, that's fine. But I'm not going to do more than 15 because I know it's going to be probably at least a 2-hour video. So I don't want to push myself like that. But if you are interested in getting a 2022 $22 mini, this is the best year to do it. This is a great time. And you can pay for that on Cash App. Like I said before, money symbol, let that shit go, 1111. Or you can go on my website and donate, okay? If you can't go on Cash App for some reason. And you can just donate that in the donations section on my website, www.jks1111.com. If for whatever reason you're international and you really want to get on that, you could Western Union it if that's a thing. So if you need to do a Western Union, I'm happy to work with you on that, because some people I know in Sweden and other places that have reached out to me, Turkey, it's a little bit difficult for you. So I'm happy to work with you on that. But just let me know, okay? Because this is going to be on the 22nd of February. It's going to be a 2-hour reading, 15 people or less. And it's going to be a very precious 5-card pool information with extra additives to your 5-card message. So it's going to be, again, just refresher here. What are your goals? What do you want? What is your challenge? Okay, what is the heart of what you're seeking, your truth? Then we're going to look at what's going on in your life right now, okay? What's putting you down, what's holding you back, what's a block, what's a difficulty, what's a struggle, what's helping you, what's good for you, what should be a focus, what are some things that you can do to help, and then your outcome, all right? So that's what we're getting into. I will do additives, but that's the main flow of what that mini reading is going to be about. And you will also get an oracle or 2 on that special day. So if you guys are interested, please go ahead. You know where to go. If I do by chance accidentally get more than 15 people, let's say I get 20 or something like that, I may do an additional video for any additional people. But I certainly will announce if too much is too much. So please like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon, because if I get my mark, if I get 15 people or even just a little more, I will give you a community announcement. I've hit my mark. No more people for the 22s, okay? But I'll let you guys know. But I may go up to 20, maybe even 22 people. Maybe I'll do 2 videos. We'll see. But no more than that, that's for sure. So please hit the bell icon so you are aware of when I hit that mark, okay? So no one has to go through the trouble of paying and, it just not being available. Worst case, let's say I do get 100 of you and you've all paid for that. Maybe I could deliver it to you via email as a normal reading. You may not get it on the 22nd, but if you are above and beyond when I've said stop, no more, but you still paid and you're in there, I'd be happy to maybe do a small video for you, a mini, and send that to you via email when I can as a normal reading, okay? Because I wouldn't want to put anybody out. But I will let you guys know what's going on. All right, I love you guys so much, and be well. Just keep swimming. Thank you for watching, and bless you 1,000 times. I hope these messages today helped. If you came in just now, please don't forget to watch part 1. Part 1 was very informative. You don't want to miss part 1. So go into my my channel and hit community, okay? And then you're going to see my posts, or not, I'm not even thinking right. That's the post. Erase what I just said. I don't know. It's just erase it. I don't know what's going on with me right now. What I meant to say was go on my channel and click on videos. And the video right before this one, you'll see the title. It will say Part 1, In-Depth Tarot Reading, Divine Masculine and Feminine. Okay? So don't miss that one. Anyways, I love you guys so much. Sorry, I'm just foggy with my brain today. I'm still a little sick. I'm going to go get better. I have to go see my grandma. It's Sunday. I promised her I would. I have to go take her to the grave to see my grandpa. And I miss him as well. And my dad, who's also at the grave. So we're going to go visit them today. That's what I'm going to go do. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Be blessed. And I love you so much. Love you. Bye. Bye, everybody. Thank you, Markers, for helping. Thank you, Transformation Queen, for being here and so supportive also like you are. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Patrice, girl. You're always supportive in here as well. Thank you so much. Thank you, Trevor, for being here. Thank you, Tamika. Oh, Tamika and Trevor. Looks like you guys may have got one. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you for watching. All right. Love you guys. Whoops. Okay. I'll see you later. Have a wonderful Sunday.